Hi, Paul here from teachingkimchi.com. This video is going to go over all the job searching and all the job sites. So I've already have them queued open. You can go to englishspectrum.com, esljobslide.com, highteacher.com, workandplay.co.kr, teachkorea.com, and eslcafe.com. So I'll kind of go through a brief overview of the sites. So if you want to look for a job in teaching in English in Korea, there's tons of ways you can go about this. And it all really depends on you and if you want to use a recruiter or not. We'll discuss that in another video, but let's just say you're looking for a job. Typically you want to get the highest paying job you can, right? So, and with decent specs and accommodations and whatnot. So here I would say I want to find a high paying job in teaching English. Some of these ads they're put up by recruiters, individual people, whatever. So there's all kinds of just a lot of junk on here. So you just kind of go through I use Internet Explorer or Firefox and just open up a bunch of tabs and just look through anything I think may be interesting, like a $1 million signing bonus. Also, you want some of the job sites provide locations, so you may want to look into that. Do you want to be in Seoul, the major city in Korea, or do you want to be somewhere in the boondocks, whatever? Do you want to be near the beach? So those are all things that you may want to consider. If you don't really care, I think maybe one of the best way is asking like a friend who's previously done it. If not, if you're the adventurous type, just go ahead and do whatever. But typically, let's say for me right now, I'm going to look for a high-paying job, and I'm what you call a kyopo, which means half Korean, half Canadian or United States or Japanese, whatever. So I'm a kyopo, so I'm going to look for a job that pays well and it provides towards kyopos. So that's about it. So let's go through here. Englishwork.com F4. That's what a kyopo visa is. 2.3 million won from 9 to 4:30, 5 hour. It's not too bad. About 2 million and something is generally the going average for a month. So, and then you get your typical severance and 50% health insurance and 10 days off holidays, etc., national holidays, and Saturdays, Sundays off. So you want to make sure that you do your due diligence and make sure you go through each job pretty close. CDI, you'll see a lot of them. I think they're growing fairly quickly here in Korea. They seem to be paying pretty well, but yeah, a couple of my friends work there. They told me that you have 3-hour classes, and some of the good people, can make up to 4.2 million won. With the exchange rate, that's like 3.8 grand. But I think the exchange will probably slowly go back to the point where it's like $1 to 1,000 won. So that helps a ton generally. So just look through the job sites. Make sure you pay attention to housing. I typically don't use English Spectrum, but I thought you may want to look at that. ESL Job Site, I think it's one of the newer sites that's popping up. It's very clean looking. Make sure you click on the Korea link, job offers, go through. Remember, these people, recruiters and schools can just post it up. I think this site's probably free. Just go through, look at just the headings, see anything that looks interesting to you, and just open up a new tab. That's what I normally do. I do this maybe like 5 to 10 minutes a day just to kind of see what kind of opportunities are out there. Like these SAT teacher positions are kind of what I've been doing lately. Some people can get paid pretty well. Teaching high school students, 2.8 million is pretty good. There's some jobs that they provide like certificate, training, and whatnot. So they say high salary, but so 2.1 to 3 million goes a bunch of ways. So you can obviously tell this is a recruiter. There's like tons of job positions. I haven't worked with a recruiter before, so I can't really say anything about them. But I mean, I guess they get paid a commission generally after you get signed up with the school. This school is paying about top 20 they want you to be a top 20 university. Who knows what ranking that is? Probably U.S. News. Typically anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 million won. It's not too bad. More SAT positions. Rekas Academy. 35,000 an hour. 14,000 won for all period of summer. So these are like these summer intensive programs. You need to have a specific visa for those and make sure that this academy does that. Because typically E2 visas, meaning just a typical person who graduated from an English-speaking country, needs to have a university degree, and they generally sign 1-year contracts. But it's like a summer program. I'm not sure if it's really worth it, but I think you'll be working your butt off, so it's not much. This is probably for people who just want to make money and not party and experience Korea at all. So this looks like another job offer. I don't really use ESL Jobsly yet because I'm still kind of. I'll give it a couple more tries before I use it. But typically I use 2 sites, which I'll show you in just a moment. Actually, I use 3 sites, but let's make sure. So more job information. Do you want to work with children? Like kids? Do you want to work with adults? Do you want to work one-on-one? Do you want to work with groups? All kinds of things. Those are all kinds of factors that you can think about variably, and you can tell your recruiter as well. So I don't really use HiTeacher, and Teach Korea is also another one. I forgot, but I also use Craigslist. So craigslist.co.kr. That'll directly go to this whole classifieds area and click on jobs. You'll see more education, teaching, and jobs here. Normally, let's say you're tired of teaching English. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But more jobs. Work and Play has all kinds of other jobs too, like if you want to be like a model or something, or be on Korean television. They have like a bunch of modeling recruit agencies and stuff. I haven't really experienced working with those people, so I have no idea. Like there's like translating positions, wine consultant positions. So they have all kinds of different jobs in Korea as well. But typically people go with the ESL thing. I think they have like 40,000 ESL teachers in Korea or something. So if you go to Dave's ESL Cafe, this is probably one of the most well known. This guy probably makes a ton of money. Go to jobs, Korean job board. I typically go through these once a day or once every couple days just to see what the market's doing, seeing if there's anything interesting. So like Korea University, like a university position is generally considered really posh. You need to have an MA generally, or like a foot in door, some kind of connection to get these kinds of jobs. So that's one thing that's good about Dave's ESL Cafe. You can check their ESL positions, but this is probably not like teaching students. It includes students and teachers. So you're not actually working with the school. Probably it's like a hagwon type of thing inside the school. And a hagwon is like a cram school or an academy. It's generally depends what you think about that, or like private education type of thing. So I just normally go through the headlines and see if there's anything interesting. I look at like who's hiring, and then just open up a bunch of tabs. So Korea University, it's a prestigious school. Everybody will be like, "Whoa, you work with Korea University? Pay's not too bad. 451 as a subsidy for housing. 1 severance. Overtime is 35." One reason why university positions are a little bit more posh is that you work less. Like 3 classes of 75 minutes long, no Fridays. That's pretty good. So 12 hours a week, definitely pretty good. More SAT positions, 40 to 50,000 an hour. This is probably generally for like those Kyopo positions, F4, or like someone who has an F2 and has experience with SAT stuff. You get paid pretty well. And then I also look at Craigslist for jobs. And then occasionally, if you get kind of tired of teaching English in Korea and you want a different job, there's a bunch of other sites that you can look at. But one that I use to look at other jobs other than just teaching English is Craigslist. But since this video is primarily focused for teaching jobs in English, so hopefully this video helped. I'll make some more videos about kind of like how to like narrow things down and whatever. Maybe maybe a good rule of thumb is pick about maybe 10 job positions that you're interested in, 10 to 20, and then you have to prepare like your resume and some other bunch of other stuff, and we'll talk about those in other videos. So this is Paul signing off from teachinggimchi.com. Thanks. Bye.